What is up, guys? Zach here from the Chaos Galaxy, and today I'm going to be going through the second part of the entries for my Designer Card Contest 2020. I revealed 3 of the winners in the previous video, so if you haven't checked that out, you may have won, you may have got an honourable mention, definitely check it out. Before I get into this, I want to say congrats to everyone who gets a shout out and a big thank you to everyone who entered. Even if you didn't get a shout out, it will have inspired the game in some way, so thanks to everyone who entered. I got over 800 entries, so thanks for that. Check out the online Chaos Galaxy store if you want to get your hands on some packs. There'll be a link in the description below. But without further ado, I'll get into these shout-outs before I reveal the other 2 winners at the end. So first up, we've got Joseph KC with one of the strongest artworks of the entire contest. Some really badass looking conjurers here. Just had quite a complicated ability, which I think didn't feel quite right for the game, but amazing artwork there, Joseph KC. Very talented. Then Josh Nisola, he had a few entries with these really cool, like little simplistic artworks. Really nice use of colour, Josh. Also, if you want to read the abilities of some of these cards, they'll be in the they'll be like in the title up here where my cursor is on the computer. If you want to have a read. Again, some really cool entries from Josh Nisola. Flemdiggle, really cool name for a card. And yeah, this one, Flayville, was really cool too. I think you should definitely make your own TCG, Josh. Next up, we've got Joshua Parl with this really cool, it looks like the card Terraforming, and has a really similar ability too, but really nice art style there, Josh. Oh, then we had from K, his name is just the letter K. The texture of the rock that you've drawn here is unbelievable. Rock's the one thing I really struggle to draw, and I don't think I'm very good at. So this is I'm going to definitely work off this next time I'm making a kind of rocky type creature. This is Random Super Heavy Rock Face. Another really cool art, I'll just flip that around. Relihex Portal. Amazing artwork. The perspective on this is absolutely perfect. Another one, Worshipper of Whispers. I think a lot of these entries were very close to winning, Kay. If, yeah, you did really well in this contest. These are great. We've then got Kai Rogers with Teardrop Trooper. Love the colour in this. Even though it's Pelisium, the pink works really well. Then this was really awesome. Crimson Steel with Black Hole Market. We've got Beast the Black Hole being like some kind of portal. You've got like the head of Omnius there and Helder selling some stuff. Very cool artwork. It's just one of those ones, the more you look at it, the more stuff you spot. That's just awesome. We then have Crystal Chaos TCG. Check out his TCG. It's amazing. This is like the boss card from his TCG called Pandora. Or Pandora Rock, I think maybe. Anyway, amazing stuff. Leyland Dittman. Hypercolor Crazy Snake. He did quite a few entries, Leyland, but yeah, this was my favourite. And then we have Point Yoinker, which I thought was a really great name for a card as well. Then Levi Sharon, previously done amazingly in the contest before. Just sick art. He's actually won a contest before, and even though these entries were probably win-worthy, I want to give as many people a chance as possible to get in the game. So yeah, he made a whole like Phantom Matter archetype, which was really cool. Phantom Puppet here was my favourite. Then this I think was my favourite entry of his actually, Troblin. Just a really cool Gallus card with a really good ability too actually. So shame Levi, fortunately I didn't choose you to win, but these were some fantastic entries. We then have Matthew Kumarick with this really cool elite version of Astral Traveller. Would be cool to make a No Planet Elite card. We then have Matthew Rogan, who did some really good entries. Royal Griffin and the Scorched Grand Boa Guardian. Really good use of colour, and you're a very talented artist there, Matthew. Next, Memesy Chan with Mishmash. Really would make for a really cool Barrow card, that. Thank you, Memesy Chan. Then Mr. Zero, Black Pot of Secrets. I just thought this was a really cool looking kind of mysterious resource card. Then got Mohammed Raid with this creature. I think it was called Hail. Very cheeky looking kind of goblin there from the planet Sindel. Then Mysterious Entity had some fantastic entries. He very nearly won, but there's just such a good range of entries. Like a really cool resource card here for Barrow. Barrowglyphs. Really love kind of the ancient Egyptian theme. And then like crazy creatures from the other side of the galaxy on Pelisium, like Rainbow Ink Squid. Your colouring in skills are fantastic. This one actually very nearly won, and it's definitely inspiring a card for set 4. The Tesseract with a really cool ability if you want to read it, but I'm definitely going to kind of have a play on that and make my own version of it in set 4 if that's okay with you, Mysterious Entity. And then Industrial Star Cooker I thought was cool as well. And yeah, Inverted Comet, which was just sick. We then have Nate Plays with Dino Lash, a very cool little Gaios creature here. Nice computer art. Up next we have So this was up next. We have Nathan Lee here with some really cool entries. I like Creature Lottery the best. There's a really cool kind of abstract perspective on it there. And Portal to Nowhere was a very creepy card as well, which I loved. Then Nathan also entered for his brother Elliot and his friend Isaac. A few of their entries, and Space Patrol Mech 219 I thought looked really cool here. So well done to you guys. We then have non-canonical, I think, with Shiosian Nanoray Steamaku, which I thought was a really interesting concept, merging the Nanoray archetype with the Shiosian Lava archetype. Artwork looks amazing as well. We then have Not Ben Wang with the Sword of Truth and Justice. Very cool entry, so thank you for that, Not Ben. Obvious RC, a really interesting take on Slush here in the card Intimidation, where you got a Slush standing up to a Cranchon, which is a really fun artwork. Ocker Retro with a Knock It Off, a card to counter KOs. This could definitely have won the contest, and I can see this ability getting into the game at some point. When a non-creature ability changes another creature's power or health, you kill it. So just cancelling things like KO or Eternity Amulet if your opponent's using it. Really cool. Then Ocker Retro did so many entries actually. He did a really cool like dinosaur turret gun kind of set of cards. Really, really amazing artwork. There were loads more for this archetype. Just unfortunately, I don't think it quite fits what I'm after for the game. But if you, Ocker Retro, definitely make your own TCG and hit me up. I'd love to see that kind of thing. This was kind of more suited to the game. He made this really cool kind of fossil. Oh wait, here's another one of his dinosaur ones. Yeah, this was Super Ancient Tyranno, just so sick. Could definitely be an amazing boss in a trading card game. But these were what I really like, the Seeker cards. It was Seeker Lobster and, again, he made a whole archetype, but Seeker Scorpion and Lobster were my two favourites, these kind of ancient fossil cards. Really, really cool stuff, Ocker Retro. Well done. And I'm sorry I couldn't pick you as a winner. Oh, even more here, sorry, yeah. Another dinosaur and then Volcano Titan. I could see this fitting into the game really well. Definitely going to make some kind of Dino Shiossi dudes at some point. Next up, we have Nicholas Berger. Or Berger, with this really cool little like pirate archetype. They're called the Plunderers, like little mousy pirates. They just look like they were straight out of like a cool cartoon series I used to watch when I was a kid. Very, very nice feel to those cards. And also this card's Silverwing. This probably could have won. The artwork is unbelievable. However, Nicholas Berger unfortunately didn't leave like stats or an ability for the card, so unfortunately it didn't win. But I'm definitely going to make some kind of Roka creature in set 4 that's inspired by this artwork. We then have Planet Productions with this card Rockaby. Really cool art style. I love that style. Really kind of different, but it works so well as like a cartoon. Then Phil Wong with Space Race, trying to fit stuff in with the lore here. We've got an Aplu and a Transponge. And this really reminds me of, if anyone's seen Star Wars Attack of the Clones, kind of the speeder chase at the start of that film. Big throwback to my childhood there. We then have Planet Evolution with another Nanoray entry. You guys seem to love the Nanorays. I've had like 4 or 5 entries for them. So this was a really cool card. Definitely going to have to make another Nanoray at some point. Planet Evolution as well. He had a few entries. This was really cool. Rain Collectory, like a very sort of abstract plant-looking thing that definitely fits the planet Gaios. We then have Professor De with some really amazing artwork here on Eater of the Cosmos. A cool no-planet creature that's holding like a... What's that card called again? Cosmic Treasure. Holding a Cosmic Treasure. We then have Proper Games with Absorbadron. Really cool artwork, very Barrow looking, kind of good combination of like rock and metal. Protogen Jake, another Nanoray. Protogen Jake, I've played him a couple of times actually on Discord and on Untap, and he loves Nanorays. So Jake, kind of definitely expected to see a Nanoray from him. But yeah, there will be more for the game at some point, so don't worry, Jake. Then got Raspberry 101 with Tulip Trunk Trap. Love this artwork, love the kind of inscription-y patterns on it. Oh, we then, Retor, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but his favourite card is Thorn Gabork, and he sent out a whole archetype, actually, of Gabork cards, and this was Lord Gabork, their kind of boss, which when he dies, you get to draw a card, and if you have a Thorn Gabork killed, you draw another card. Really cool ability. Then Riley Armitage with some amazing entries. Again, I'm sorry none of these won, but really good abilities for all of them if you want to read them. We've got Agent Blob. We then have Point Machine, which was a really cool looking card. And I'm definitely going to make a card like this. This very nearly won. It was Pointy the Living Point, where you can actually cosplay him by paying points instead of stars. I don't know there'd be some really cool kind of combos you could use with like Gomp or things that flip points and stuff. But very cool and useful card there. So thanks, Riley. I'm definitely going to make something inspired by that in the game. Then have Riley Dean with Dark Wings. Really nice artwork there. Very creepy looking. We then have Romer here with a few of his entries. I really like this Metamill archetype that he did. Crocobeetle, I think, there is my favourite. So thanks, Romer. Another one of his entries here. And then we have Rory Noden with a really cool kind of squid-looking King Neptune-inspired dude with Guardian of the Deep. I definitely need to make some kind of trident-wielding badass character for the planet Pelisium at some point. Rune TCG. Definitely check out Rune TCG. It's one of my favourite trading card games on YouTube at the moment, and he's actually done some Chaos Galaxy pack openings on his channel, and this was Keeper of Colours, which I think is a great name for a card, and obviously the artwork kind of pays great tribute to that as well. Then have Ryan Elson, who is unbelievable at drawing sharks. This was really cool. Thank you, Ryan, for this entry. Then Samuel Camule with this terrifying piece of artwork called Dabaru the Slick. Very, very great card, but I think even slightly too scary for the game, maybe. Then Sebastian Metlar, a really nice take on Slush with an Elite Slush card. Love the armor on him. He actually entered a few cards. We have Calamari Alpha, like a robotic Pelisium creature. And then Slime Soup Gobbler. He entered a few cards, actually, but this Gobbler guy was my favourite. Very scary. Oh, then Sophia Smychok. Sorry if I've butchered your name there, but Planet Hydra was a great card. It reminds me of the 5-headed dragon in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just really cool. Got a head for every planet. And just would make an absolute beast of a creature. It'd have to be like a 10-star or something. Spicy stuff with this very cool entry. No idea what's going on, but it's very, very cool and pretty scary as well. Oh, then somebody, really cool name that, but he made this whole kind of Conjurer archetype here. We've got Mass Conjurer, which lets you bring out different types of zones. We then have Greedy Conjurer. I think this was my favourite. I love his staff. And Reverse Conjurer, which I need to expand on the Conjurers because I think they're such a cool group of cards. Very mysterious, and yeah, these entries definitely inspired me to go a bit further than them. So we got Sylvan Advocate with Cosmic Genie. He entered a few things. We've got Anti-Grave Robbing Measures. Card definitely good at countering the planet Sindel. I love the little guard dog too. I think he's really funny. Loads of entries from Sylvan actually, so thanks a lot for all of these. We then have Sindago with Shardazard. I love the colour in this and his little brain in the top there. Very interesting artwork, thanks. And then Tattoo Man with Matant of Sindel. I love the effect of how like simple the shapes are that's made up this creature, but he has a lot of personality anyway. Then the M Drawing Company with Shios Head Chief. This was a very cool artwork. Then got Zweistein with Slither Shock. Really cool concept of like a mechanical snake as like a USB cable. Really nice, but maybe just not kind of perfect for what I'm looking for in the game. But thank you anyway, Zweistein. Then we have Tammy Oke with Cleope. He entered quite a few cards. Nice simple artworks, but I think they work really well. Also Tancher here. Really nice names on these as well. We then have Tommy123, who had some absolutely amazing entries. Tommy, please make your own trading card game. Your art style is fantastic. And these creatures here, like Velizemanku, I think is how it's pronounced. Really amazing name. For some reason, it just sounds perfect for the card. Loads of other entries here. These keeper cards I loved. We've got Bird Keeper and Fish Keeper. I can see this just expanding like forever with loads of different creatures. And just the little characters are so simple, but they look so cool. Tommy, yeah, honestly, huge props for all these entries because they're so good. Intergalactic Rainbow Train Creature, another great one. They're just non-stop. The amount of amazing entries that he entered about, I think, close to 100 cards, and they're all so sick. I'd love to see a game out of these. So, Tommy, well done. You're definitely going to go places if you keep doing artwork like this. We then have Void Behemoth, a familiar face from the kind of competitive scene of the game, with Telecon, Arbiter of the Depths. Really cool artwork. I love like the muted color palette you've used for him. Definitely put a lot of thought into that. And then this was sick. War of Atanarchia, which I think might be a TCG, but just the textures you've managed to get in this Tauron character, just so cool. Yeah. Another entry. You just completely smashed the planet Gaios. It makes anything I do look terrible. But Finral the Exiled here with a little squirrel and a little bird on his back. Very, very cool entries. Then this was another one of my favourites. I know it's so simple, but Unseen Oddish. Wapul Swarm was such a cool card. Love the name. Definitely fits the vibe of Chaos Galaxy and what it's about. And yeah, really cool. They remind me of little like golden snitches from Harry Potter as well. Then Willian Orridge with Pyron the Destructor here. Really cool card. I love the shape of his body. And his, I think that might be a cloak behind him. But anyway, yeah, really cool artwork. Then Wrath of Kors with Gaios Wanderer. Great entry from Wrath of Kors as usual. He's a really talented artist. If you haven't checked out the game, then check it out. He's on YouTube. And he also did a speed art video drawing this artwork, which was really good. And very nearly made him win. We then have Xavier Paes with Snitch. Nice little use of felt tips here. I also love the outlines. The fact that you've outlined every kind of part of the card with the colour of that body part. I just think it makes for a really nice art style. Just a few more entries to go, but we've got Yakir Schlossberg. Hopefully I pronounced that right. This artwork was great. Conjurer was the card. But just if you pay attention and look at the cards here, there's so much you don't notice. Like he's coming out of a night jungle with different night jungle creatures there, eating the fruits, going a bit crazy. And all the different Conjurer staff's really cool. Then Zangali, we've got Guardian Mutant Space Moth, which had a really cool ability that cancels like your opponent's... That when your opponent plays an attachment, you get to like free play this card. The attachment then gets attached to this, and its ability changes to it gives this guy better stats, which is a really cool concept to get around attachments. We then have ZRFHZQ with... you don't make these easy for me with these names. Jormungand the Retainer and the Detainer, and there were two different parts to this card, and they kind of worked with each other when you play them at the same time, and then they were from this Ragnarok. So yeah, that's the last of the honourable mentions. Thank you again to everyone who entered, but I'm now going to go to the final two winners. So like I said in the last video, if you win, you get your card as part of the Chaos Galaxy trading card game in set 4, which unfortunately won't be out for a while, so it might be quite some time before you receive your winning card. But the first winner, or the fourth winner, because I did the other three before, of the Chaos Galaxy Designer Card Contest 2020 is Jimmy Long with Dark Market Alchemist, which is a 7-star no-planet creature, 290 power and 270 health, and an ability that reads, when you cosplay this creature, you can kill one zoned creature that has higher power and or health than its original. So I think there's a lot of cards in the game that change a creature's power and health and quite often make them too powerful to get around. Cards like Eternity Amulet, Kopek's Helmet gives cards abilities that kind of make OTKs possible by making creatures so strong. So Dark Market Alchemist is just a fantastic problem-solving card. It's a 7-star, it's a no planet, so it's kind of similar to the card Pel Famine. When you cosplay it, you remove a problem card. And I think this could actually be a really good replacement for Pel Famine in some choices. Like a no planet galaxy, it would definitely work. Or as a side deck card. There's certain archetypes that it would go great against too. And yeah, really interested to see how this card plays out, because the artwork is fantastic. Very creepy, very sort of no planet-esque, but definitely fits the game of Chaos Galaxy. So... yeah, fantastic card, Jimmy, and congratulations. If you want to send me an email at chaosgalaxytcg@gmail.com using the email that you submitted the card with, so I can kind of prove it's you and stuff, and yeah, we'll sort out you winning. So congrats, Jimmy. We then have the final winner, which is a non-creature card, and a really, really good one by someone who entered a lot of cards and definitely deserves it. It is Tommy123. Showed you a lot of his entries before, but this is the winning card, Twin Mountains. I love the artwork. I love the name, the fact that you called it Twin Mountains, but it's just like these weird hill mountain beasts. It gives you such a good like atmosphere of the card. The fact you've got like the clouds in here, the bridge in between them. I want to know more about the Twin Mountains by looking at this picture, and that's why it won. The ability is really cool too. You basically, if you have 2 copies of a creature, you reveal 1 copy in your hand and then attach Twin Mountains to a different copy of that creature on your planet, and it gains 150 power and health. It's going to be a really fun card for like crazy combos that could potentially like win you the game, get creatures really powerful, and I can just see whole decks being built around this card pretty much, which is kind of got me really excited when I saw the card, and it's definitely worthy of winning. So congratulations, Tommy123. You are the well-deserved 5th winner of the Designer Card Contest. So guys, that's the contest done. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this provided some kind of like entertainment for you during lockdown, that you kind of practiced your drawing, stayed active with your creative bit of your brain, and enjoyed the contest. congrats again to the winners, but thank you mainly to everyone who entered. It's truly inspiring seeing everything that you guys do for the game and your commitment to this trading cards that I've made in my bedroom. So yeah, it's fantastic. Thanks everyone who entered. Congrats to the winners. And yeah, get ready for 2021 when I'll be going through a lot more of your guys' entries. Can't wait for that. But thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Get your hands on some Chaos Galaxy packs and merch. There'll be links to both stores in the description. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.